Hello everyone, my name is João Pedro. I'm a software engineer here at Explain, and today I'm going to show you how you can use your own Python code as a tool for our agents using the Agent Builder. Although Explain offers one of the biggest AI marketplaces, there are always assets and specific use cases where the user needs to onboard their own Python code. Agent Builder allows us to do this very easily. So let's create a Spotify agent. Our agent basically search for tracks assets on Explain and provide us back the links. So that's the basic description for our agent. And the instructions, the system prompt is search for assets on Spotify, return me links for those assets. Now we are going to onboard a new tool. To do so, you go on the top left and click in New Custom Tool. This will open the following module, where you can create your own Python script to be onboarded on Explain. Something that is much more powerful is the ability to sync between Agent Builder and your own IDE. By default, I set it to Cursor, but you can link with other IDEs such as VS Code and Z. You just need to click Open in Cursor. That will create a temporary file in Cursor that will be synced with the Agent Builder. This is a normal Python file. Everything that I do here is on my own environment, so I can create virtual environments. And as soon as I save this file, this is already synced with the Agent Builder. The tool I'm going to onboard is a Happy API wrapper around the Spotify API. So basically, I'm going to wraptheapi.com and go to Spotify API. So this is the basis of the API. It's basically a request to the URL where one of the parameters is the query we are doing, in this case, Beethoven. Also, we have the readers, the response, and finally the response. We can test this on our own environment to see if this is working before uploading to Explain. It appears to be working, that those are the correct results I was expecting. Now, let's format this function to work as a utility tool on Explain. So Explain expects a function where everything is inside the main, and we have one or more parameters. So let's do this, and Cursor can help us a lot here. It's very quickly understood what we were trying to do. For a function to be compatible with Explain, this function needs to have at least one input parameter and one output parameter. All of those informations are parsed. So now our function is basically conforming to this. We are going to receive the query, process the query, and then send the query back as a JSON. So let's close this file. And as you can see, all that we wrote in Cursor is synchronized with this information in this model. Now let's give a name and a description for our new utility. All of those descriptions are very important because the agent is reading those descriptions and creating plans and executing plans on top of it. Now we can just click in one button, and this is a tool on Explain. So let's test it. To start testing, we first need to build this agent. To do so, we click in the hammer icon on the top right of the screen, and this agent is ready. So now let's go to the agent analyzer and type a query. For example, provide me some blues songs, well, of course, with links. So let's execute this. What the agent is basically doing behind the scenes, it's calling the API using the code we just onboarded, fetching this information, and transforming this output in something more human readable. So this is the information. We have all the links and all suggestions for blue songs. On the left, we can also see the thought process of the agent. So each function call, how it behaved, what was the response. This is very good for tracing and of course debugging. If we click in one of the links, it could open Spotify, showing that our agent is indeed working and indeed getting up-to-date information from Spotify. So this is how you can use your own Python codes in the Agent Builder. Thanks for watching. See you soon.